You guys, I have read this book 3 times in my 20s. I read it first starting out in my early 20s. I'm 30 now. I recently reread it, re-highlighted some things, and it is absolutely so life-changing to be validated for growing up in a traumatic environment and not knowing how to interact with like normal people. I found that I struggled in relationships and I chose some very bad relationships because of the way that my family system worked. I also have a hard time of being vulnerable and communicating with others, and even though I've been in a relationship for 3 years, I still find myself exhibiting like some self-sabotaging behaviors, and this book really kind of tells you why that's happening. My partner was nice enough to be understanding and read it with me, and he definitely felt some of it as well, that he grew up in his household. But to be honest, it's just, you know, it's more realistic to kind of work with what you have as somebody who grew up in a traumatic environment. I don't think I'm ever going to be exactly like other people, but if I recognize the unhealthy signs that I'm exhibiting and I try to figure out, okay, am I doing this as a trauma response, or am I doing this because I feel like this is the right thing to do, I definitely get further in my relationships. But one thing she does is she puts out all of these myths. So it'll be like myths that you think might be true, which is we will trust each other totally, automatically, and all at once. And then she puts the truth, which is in the real world, trust builds slowly. So you might think of this concept as love bombing. So people typically will tell you like everything great, you're wonderful, I want to be with you forever. Basically doing all the flattery in the beginning of a relationship, but you find that they don't actually sustain that. So it really helped me to kind of hear some of these myths, because some of these things were truths in my family system. And so I absolutely love this book. I would recommend it to anybody who is trying to heal.